Colin
rolled
with
yet
his
or
True
not?
Duelist T-shirt
Yep.
representing. Do you have your True Duelist T-shirt, John?
I do have a True Duelist t-shirt, in
Yeah.
fact.
It might maybe make an appearance on the finals, maybe.
Perhaps, yeah. The
Uh,
top 8 is 25% True Duelist, so we'll see
yeah.
who can keep advancing.
Yeah, I
Okay, so Colin didn't want to
think
just use
Colin
the
likes to
mass life, yeah.
he
I
likes to
see.
keep his life on the
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
Colin's left-handed, I think, so that's why they're trying
I
to
see.
just work that
Mm-hmm.
out.
Cool.
So I don't know if they rolled or not yet. It looks like they might be discussing something, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how this matchup goes. I mean, just
Yeah,
talking about opening hands, I know we kind of mentioned it, but Colin's going to be looking for, of course, his Nexus. He's going to be looking for Starblast Draw. Dino Man's always a card that you're happy to see. Usually, Thomas is playing a lot of curse units, but it's still something
mm.
that you want to look for. And then on the other side, uh, with Thomas, he's going to want to start with how many rotting swamps is he playing? Do we know? I don't think I pulled up his list. Let me see if I can pull up his list. Let's see, Carter. Take a peek real quick. He's playing 4 rotting swamps. Yeah, so he's definitely going to want to be starting with that against red. That's something that you're definitely looking for.
Yeah. So they're just getting started here. Just pulling up the list, making sure that everything is fine. Cool.
All right. So let's see
I'm
what's
really
going on.
excited, John. I mean, this Serpent deck has so much to say. Like so many set 3 cards, um,
Yeah,
and
for
very
sure.
uh, underplayed cards. I mean that counter curse. I mean, we've seen it in the feature match being used. Um, it's just such an interesting choice for Thomas.
Yeah. No, I
Um,
mean, this is one of the new decks to come out of set 3, right? I mean, we've seen purple obviously, and we've seen purple curse, but you know, nothing to this degree with the like the new purple X-Rare, the
hmm.
Viper. I mean, that's a pretty big card in this case.
Yeah, so in set 3, we've seen obviously 2 X rares. We have the
Mhm.
Guardian also for purple. Both, personally, I haven't been testing against that much. Viper definitely more than the Guardian.
Mhm.
And I think when the spoilers were being announced, Viper felt very underwhelming. But I mean, it's it's definitely a card to look out for as Thomas is
Yeah.
showing us in this tournament.
So other than the obvious rotting swamp that we mentioned, Thomas is definitely just looking to start fast. The Shaznake is another card he's looking to draw. Dragonog Assassin would be amazing. That's one of the best cards in this matchup.
Hmm.
So I don't know if he's going first or not, but if he can start Rotting Swamp into Dragonog Assassin, that puts him at a pretty significant advantage. I think that would probably be the best
Yeah,
start that he's looking for.
yeah. Rotting Swamp is definitely your best choice to start the game, and I think we should be ready soon, guys. Again, this is top 8.
There we
Oh,
go.
there you
So
go. We're rolling the dice.
Tom rolls a 3. Colin gets a 2. Wow. All right. So that was more exciting than the actual gameplay might be.
Yeah, Colin's devastated.
All the
All right,
daggers.
so
Poor Colin.
Thomas is gonna pick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Thomas is going to start here. I mean, I don't think there's any
Yeah,
hand you can draw or any world where you want to go second in this matchup, but we'll
I
see.
agree.
All
a
right, so
stake, and
Tom
they're
looks like
ready to go.
Dream Bomb. There's Dragonaga Assassin, I think. Yep. Yes, Dragonaga Assassin, Dream Bomb. Didn't quite see what else he had, but Ice Shield's a good one. Colin's mulliganing.
Yeah.
Red's a deck that
Hmm.
doesn't love mulliganing, so that's unfortunate for him.
Ah, yeah, I mean, in your test, like, what's the mulligan rate? Because it must be really low with
Yeah, I
red.
mean 0. Like I think I've mulliganed like twice ever in this game, so it's just like he just never really needs to mulligan. But
Hmm.
Colin's probably mulliganing for like either Volcanic Canyon or Starburst Straw. I mean, I can't imagine he's looking for
Hmm.
anything else.
Yeah, or maybe he just drew like a 3 copies of a card. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Um,
So Tom is
let's
starting,
see.
and
Yeah,
I don't know if he has Rotting Swamp, but he does have the Assassin, and I'm certain that's what he's going to lead with.
yeah.
Yeah. That's like the
That's
best
how
card
it's
you can
gonna
have.
start.
Colin has an
Yep.
Andromeda in his hand, it looks like, a Dilophosa. I don't see a Starblast or a Nexus, but let's see what he can do here.
Hmm. Yeah, Dilophosa doesn't feel super great right
No,
now.
that's not what you want to lead with. Like if you have a Dino
Hmm.
Man, like you can trade with the Assassin at least.
Hmm.
That is not it for Colin.
And
He
he's
just
passing.
passes. Yeah, I
I
don't think
mean,
he wants to
he
give Thomas any cores.
also a Beldegor target, which I think
Yeah.
actually Thomas does have, but he finds the
So he
rotting
finds the Rotting
swamp,
Swamp. Yeah, not
and
attacking.
decides
Interesting.
to, yeah.
That so Colin
It
not
has two
attacking, I can
colors, right?
understand. Yeah, it does, but maybe he wants
Yeah.
max value. I don't know. That's a
Hmm.
little odd to me, but
I think it's the
I,
same reason for Colin. Thomas doesn't want to give Colin any cores, especially since he wouldn't have drew any cards. Um, so don't dislike it. But we see the Andromeda coming down at the expense
mhm.
of the Dilophosa
Yep.
to take out the Rotting Swamp, which is definitely what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm Colin has another Andromeda in his hand, so I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't just kill the assassin there because the assassin was a 3K, right? So
That's right. Yes.
that's yeah. Maybe he has another plan for the assassin, but that was like a prime time to kill that thing.
Hmm. Yeah, because now he's gonna trade if he wants to block, and I think he needs to. Like, there's no, you can't leave
Given
an
that Thomas
assassin on
has
check.
nothing in play, yeah, I would trade
Oh,
here. I think, given that Thomas has nothing in play,
mm,
but we'll
yeah.
see. Okay,
Personally,
so
leaving
Colin
an
Up's not
assassin
doing.
on check is my worst nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see
Um,
Colin's hand, but I have to imagine he has an answer for this assassin, or there's really no reason for it to just let it run wild like this. Like he had two chances to kill it.
oh man, another Dilophosa.
Okay.
This is a very unusual
Yeah, this is
red.
not the way I thought this game would play out. Bearded Eagle's going to come down for Colin. It's going to make
Mhm.
it a 5K, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
And his last.
That core
I
is
think this
actually really
core.
important against the
Yeah,
purple.
with
Like,
kind of. Colin has to know from deck lists that Tom isn't really playing,
yeah,
uh,
it's true.
Mordred or anything crazy.
Hmm. No,
Let's see.
but there is the snake, the Boti snake, that does remove cores. So remove 1 core from each of your opponent refresh spirits.
Yeah,
So
right. Yeah, when it's destroyed, right?
there
Yeah, so.
are, yeah. So for
So
4,
Tom
we're
is
doing a
going
Torn Prison.
to. Interesting. Okay.
That's that's pretty good, I think, for Thomas.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a little early though. Um, Colin is a
Hmm.
4, so I mean, see what he does.
But
I
then
mean,
you
I
can do
guess he
this,
really wanted
right?
this. Yeah, but he's killing the Dilo instead of the
Oh
Bearded Eagle.
no,
That's
no. I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know. I mean,
we're not here to
yeah,
give
my hands are
opinions,
thrown up at
but
this
it's
point
hard.
because this is not. this is not how I thought this game would play out.
Yeah. But again, yeah, I mean, we can see everything, and it's
And they
definitely a
can't.
different
Yeah.
view from a player perspective. But
So
yeah,
that assassin now has drawn Tom two cards.
and
So Colin, I mean, he's had two chances
yeah,
to destroy it. He's got to be probably kicking himself right now.
yep. So I think, yeah. So Colin, I cannot see. Is he at 2?
Colin should be
Yes,
at two now.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, where do you take it from here? Because I mean, you're a risk at just straight up losing. Thomas has a quite hefty hand with the rotting swamp
Yeah.
down. What's your main
Yeah.
target here?
I mean, you just killed the rotting swamp, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he. Yeah, he's killing the Build-A-Gore. I mean, I guess you got to stay alive.
Okay.
Must not have any
Yeah.
defense. I see a Thorn Prison in his hand, but I don't think
Hmm.
much else in the way of defense. And we know Tom has an Ice Shield set.
Yeah, I
But I
don't
mean,
hate that play. I think controlling the board
yeah,
is really important.
I I think Colin kind of lost control of this game the moment he didn't kill that Dragonaga Assassin turn 2, I think it was.
I
Uh,
agree.
I mean, since then, this
Yeah.
thing is now going to draw 3 cards for Tom, including next turn.
Mm-hmm.
The Andromeda's coming in just to poke for 1.
Yeah.
And then I guess you have to stop here. I
I
mean,
mean,
maybe you attack with the other one. Yeah.
wow. I mean, we know he has a torn prison, so I think he's
Yeah, right.
thinking there's no way he plays 5 spirits and close the game next turn. So I
No.
might as well just check the eye
But
shield here.
I think you either attack with the eagle and stop. Yeah. Okay. So I think Colin is going to attack with the eagle and stop here. Yeah. Of course, Tom is just going to.
Yep, eye
Did he
shield.
pay?
And we
Yeah.
know
Okay.
Tom has, yeah,
Another ice
Tom has
shield off the
another eye
top.
shield in
Oof.
hand. Oh, wow. 3?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. He has 3.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna play a Botis. We've seen that spirit doing quite a lot of work yesterday, I think. Very interesting card. Let me pull it up. Anime Duke. Wow. So
Yeah. This
I
is.
mean, the Serpents are in action here. So Meduk is gonna swing on level 2 with Blood Curse.
Yeah.
So
So Colin had
6K.
to read Medu, just like every other
Yeah,
Battle Spirits player ever.
that's
That's
right.
like the one.
Yeah,
That's like the one card. Anytime it hits play, you have to read it, no matter how many times you've played with it or against it.
yeah.
You just have no idea what it does.
And we saw it even yesterday when we featured it. Still, the players were
Yeah,
struggling to know like where the core
yeah.
is going.
So Colin's probably just going to block with Eagle here. Use the 2 cores on it plus his other 2 available cores,
Mm.
and Thorn
Yep.
Prison the rest of Tom's board here.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a very good way for Colin to deal with the situation. Unfortunately for him, he has 1 card in hand. There's an ice shield
Yeah.
set, and
Yeah,
it's
he
not
just
looking
gave
good.
Tom too many cards this game. He let this assassin get way too out of hand.
Hmm.
And I mentioned at the start of the match that Dragonaga Assassin is Tom's best card. Like, there's no other card in his deck that's better than that. And for Colin to
Mm-hmm.
pass on killing it twice, I think really set the tone and let Thomas kind of run away here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting that he swung with the Meduk instead of the assassin, but he didn't want to lose, I guess, the assassin because Meduk wasn't at level 3 uh, with its effect. So we'll see the third Andromeda coming down, removing the Botis, which is not going to do a whole lot in this situation.
Yeah. So he's setting a burst, but the problem with this is that Maduke's going to have Blood Curse, right? So if Colin doesn't
Yeah.
leave a core in his reserve, he's going to go to 1. Okay, there he goes. He puts 2 into his reserve. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
Colin knows
he's a
what's
very
going on here,
experienced
but
player.
yeah,
Yeah,
but that's something to remember. Like, you always have to keep at least 1 core in reserve when you're playing against Maduke, because if you don't
that's
and you
right.
go to Ice Shield, you're not going to have any life to gain. So
Mhm.
so Tom is just going to go ahead and Ice
So,
Shield.
yep, he had to pay the core from the Dragonaga. So,
Yeah,
in the end, Colin did deal
yeah.
with that
In the end,
Dragonaga in a
the
way around
assassin
it.
did die. Did Tom just draw the
Yeah.
4th Ice Shield? Does he have another one in his hand too? No. Okay,
No,
that is his 3rd one
there
though.
is another Botis, which is quite good
Colin is
for.
actually for as off the rails as this game has been, Colin
Mm,
isn't completely out of it if he can draw another Ice Shield, right? I mean,
yeah.
Tom's out of answers. He has a Dream Bomb and something else in his hand, but that's not really going to deal
Mhm.
with Colin's board when he's at 2 life.
Is Colin's burst an ice shield?
Yes, I do believe so.
Okay.
I mean, he
Mm.
definitely wouldn't set Starblast here.
Hmm. Yeah, let's see. So Meduk is active level 3. And there's some movement on the board. Movement around the desk. Let's see.
Let's see what.
I have to say, Colin was able to deal with that board best way possible. That third Andromeda was actually pretty good for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Really speaks volume on how strong Andromeda is, especially in this meta. But we'll see. I think the game should resume pretty quickly. And I guess Colin doesn't have any cards in hand, right?
I
So,
don't know.
I think so. So it's on the top deck now. It's just making sure he is
Let's see. So,
mhm.
what are the players considering here? Maybe I missed something when I was reading off the screen for a second.
Yeah. It's just trying to catch up with chat. Sure if Judge is trying to watch a quick replay.
Okay, I think we're back now. Maybe.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Huh?
Okay. I think they're just checking board state.
Ah. Okay. Oh, I see chat. Okay, I
Yep.
think he played Maduke for 1 less than he should have.
Hmm.
So they're just
Yeah, I mean,
reviewing. Yep. Yeah, I mean, we're in top
yeah.
cut,
So,
so I don't think the penalties would be escalated, but the player might be given a warning here since it was caught. The player might be given a warning for failure to maintain board state. Not sure. I mean, we'll see what
yeah.
the resolution is here, but
So
we
seems like
were
that Meduk
many cores around, so I guess yeah, he's probably just giving a warning. Okay.
Okay, I think they're just resolving board state now.
Yeah. Looks like Thomas. He's attacking with Bodice here. Bodice.
Yeah,
Snake Man.
let me just pull up. Again, so we can have a look. So he opted to level up the Botis
Mm-hmm.
to 4K instead of keeping the cores on the Rotting Swamp for level 2.
Yeah, that's interesting. But maybe he just feels like Colin. I don't think Colin has any cards in hand. Is that? I mean, not unless they're in his other hand. But
Yep, I think we have a resolution here.
yeah, there was a warning given to Tom for game state. So if anything else happens, then the next is a game loss.
A game loss, yeah.
Ooh, wow! So
Yeah,
great
unfortunately.
draw for Colin. He drew into the Star Blast, and he was able to keep his
Yeah,
Ice Shield. So
yeah, no,
let's
I Shield
see.
was.
He drew Dino Man, and I couldn't tell. Oh, was that a double heart? Did he just draw a double heart?
I could not see. So one is the Dynaman that obviously we see hitting the board on
I,
level 2.
I think it was an SPR double heart. I mean,
Oh,
maybe I'm mistaken, but I mean,
so it
Tom
goes to
does have a
4.
Dream Bomb, I think, but
Hmm.
yeah, Tom has Dream Bomb here,
Yeah.
so maybe it's not double heart, but it looked like an SPR.
Hmm. So what do you do here, John? Like you give it a go? Do you go for the
Well,
swing with then draw the double heart?
uh, that's what he's doing. It looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Ah,
so it's not
oh,
double heart. Oh, okay.
okay,
Oh,
okay,
it's
okay.
Burning Force. Okay.
Ah, I see. I thought Thomas was a bit too
Yeah.
fast with the eye
So
shield there.
wow, so he did
Setting
have the
another
fourth Ice
burst.
Shield.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because that's the only burst in
Swing with
Thomas's
both
deck.
is.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, he has a Ferraro Slash, but he's not going to set it there. So that's got to be his fourth Ice Shield.
Must be. Hey, you can always bluff in this game, right? It's always an option.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
there is.
if I'm Colin here, I'm going to try to save my Ice Shield as much as I can. Knowing my opponent has a fourth one,
Hmm.
yeah. So you're definitely blocking there,
You're blocking.
and then
So
you're
both
blocking
this is a
this too.
4K. Wait, but
Yeah, the
was it
Dino Man
Dino
is just
5K?
a 2K. No, he was a 2. He had 2 cores on
Oh,
him.
was it? Oh, 2 cores. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I didn't see what Colin drew, but if it's a
Hmm.
spirit, he's in pretty good shape.
Hmm. Yeah, being able to save that eye shield was pretty great for him. Um,
This
Kind of
this
make
is
me
brutal for
think.
Colin because Tom's going to be able to dream bomb here. Oh wow, he opts to do it with the fourth ice
Yeah,
shield. Wow, interesting.
yeah.
If I was Thomas, I probably
Why
just would have
though?
dream bombed the Andromeda,
Yeah.
but and then well, maybe that's not true because you do want to play around
What is that
double
though?
heart.
Is that a dream? No, no.
Is
What
it
he
dream bomb?
set?
Yeah, it's probably dream bomb. I mean, does he play
Hmm.
dream bomb though? Oh yeah, he had dream bomb in his hand, so
Yeah.
that has to be dream bomb
Yeah. Yeah.
because he went through
So
all 4
he
ice
has two.
shields.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. Because I don't know what Colin has in his hand.
He has
He's
burning
gonna
force,
swing.
and then whatever his card he drew was.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's burning force. Of course, going to go to
Yeah.
void. Um, yeah, There that goes to void. Yep, and then Colin gains the life back. There we go.
Right.
So now Colin
So
needs a. I don't know what he has in his hand, but he's definitely at a spot now where he needs uh, multiple spirits. Let's see.
So yeah, I couldn't see what was Colin's hand, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's seen it other than him at this point. Like, he just kind of drew it close to his
Mm.
chest. Burning force, and
Is that
something.
so he just passes here.
Yeah, this is it
Oh
now. I mean,
man.
there's no way.
Yeah, it was a really tough one for Colin. He had to mulligan. He has seen his opponent drawing 4 eye shields. Now he's swinging for 4K,
Yeah,
which
and this Andromeda is a
is
4K, so he
yeah,
has to just uh, he has to just burning
block and
force.
use
Yeah,
the yeah. So
yep,
that burning force is just gonna void essentially, but
yep,
doing that prevents the blood curse to get in, and I
yep.
think
So
he has
that
one
goes
more
to
turn.
yep.
Mhm.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Thomas has been through all 4 ice shields, right? Unless I miscounted, because I still see a dream bomb in his hand. Maybe he just drew multiples.
He has 2 in main, and he also plays
Okay.
Feral Slash.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
but
think
we
it's a feral
see
slash, but
an
so that's not going to
Apollodinos.
do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, he has double
So
heart in his hand, so I guess. But I mean, we do see that Tom has a dream bomb here.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're Thomas, you just say no flash, and then once he uses the double heart, you say flash.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. Um,
So is he going
so
to reveal his
first game go
first?
to
Okay, so he
it
did
was a
just
feral slash.
shatter a feral
Yeah,
slash. Yeah,
yeah.
just to bluff something. Yeah.
Perhaps he was bluffing that his dream bomb was set, so
Mm-hmm.
Colin would feel more, yeah, I guess more secure to go in. But yeah, I mean, first game goes to Thomas. We've had that inconsistency in one turn that unfortunately wasn't noticed immediately. And at the point the judge intervened, the board state was irreparable. So Thomas did get a warning for that, and a game loss will be given if anything similar happens. Just want to
Yeah.
remind everyone that obviously, like, the stakes are super high, the tension is super high, everyone is looking at the game. I mean, there is a lot of eyes on it, right? But not everyone catches everything, and that's the reality of things. I think the most important part is that we try to resolve as best as possible. But
Definitely.
John, what do you think about this first game?
Uh, I I think it was like a tale of two games, right? Like I think Colin uh, didn't really play it the way that I expected early, but
Mhm.
then late, I feel like he played it very well. Um, so I mean, I don't know. That's just kind
Yeah,
of what kind of what I saw.
yeah. I mean, it was a bit tough for Colin. We were talking about how red is usually very solid on any first hand. You said you only mulligan twice in your red career, so it really speaks
Yeah.
volume to the fact that Colin had to start on his back foot already, and then he found 3 Andromedas, which against Thomas are a really good card because they remove those rotting swamp efficiently, and
Hmm.
many of Thomas's spirits are um, at or below that 3K threshold. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, what do we
I
bring
think
here?
Colin's going to go back and look and watch this game and realize that he should have killed that assassin earlier. But moving into sideboard, I think Colin's going to be looking for that ritual fire. He's going to be looking for probably Dream Bomb because Maduke is definitely
Mhm.
a problem.
Yeah.
You can consider Floodstream as well. Uh, so those are the cards that you're looking for here.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, you know that that flood stream is just gonna be a 1 for 1. No, actually, sorry. There are
No, he has
the
Shaz
Camelot
Snakes.
Knights,
Yeah.
right? And the Shah Snake.
Hmm.
So no, it's actually a really good choice. And there are two in the side. There's one Dream Bomb. There's three Suppression, one a Ritual Fire, and three Dynas. I guess the
Yeah.
Dynas are not gonna see any play here. Ritual Fire could be, brought out to three. Um,
Hmm.
and the suppressions also, I don't think they're uh,
No, you
extremely
don't need
relevant. I
suppression
mean,
here. Yeah, because
mm,
of the curse. So Colin's probably
mhm,
going to take out his double hearts, as my guess. I mean, I know it was good right there, kind of, but I don't think that's what you want in this matchup. I think
mm,
you'd rather just have more removal and answers uh, than double heart. And then looking over at Thomas's sideboard, he's probably going to want
yeah,
that Thorn Prison. Again, you can consider Floodstream, but I don't think it's great in this matchup.
mm.
Deadly Balance you can consider as well. So he
He
does
could
have
bring in
options.
the Yeah, he could bring the combo in,
Yeah,
which I wouldn't mind, honestly. But
true.
we're ready for game two. Colin starts with a Dynaman.
Yep, that's a much better start for him this game.
Hmm.
See what Tom is with. If he has Assassin again, it's going to be brutal. Okay, that's fine for Colin. Colin's more than happy to see uh,
Yeah,
Snake Man turn one.
yeah, yeah. That's not gonna do a whole lot for
No.
Thomas for now. Let's see.
Let's see what Colin opts for here. Looks like he has Ritual Fire
Hmm.
in his hand. He's got what else did it look like? Ritual Fire. Is that a Floodstream? Middle card. Burning Force. Thorn Prison. Dilafosa.
Uh,
So
yeah, you have
yeah.
X-rays more than me. I mean, Thomas is keeping also a very poker-ish stance there,
Hmm.
so there's no chance we see anything. Dilafosa comes down, and yeah, Colin
Yep.
just pass. I think I saw Rotting Swamp. No, oh man, it's so hard to tell.
Uh,
What is
Thomas's hand
that?
is that a can't tell if that's a Floodstream at the top of his hand or not, but he
Yeah,
has
that's what I
a
thought.
Maduke. Yeah, Floodstream, Maduke.
He's-
Um, yeah, it does have Floodstream. That's interesting. You brought that in.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Maduke.
Floodstream is very efficient against Camille Whip and one
Hmm.
of the three drops. So um, I don't dislike that choice actually.
Yeah, I
Right
mean it's
now,
fine. I
it's
mean
not the case.
I can't fault him for it. It's just usually going to be a 1 for 1.
Hmm.
So Thomas actually
Yeah,
just
unless
passes. Wow.
yeah. I think what he's thinking is again, if Camille Whip comes down and swings, he can take out two cards, which would be so good for him.
Yeah.
But if you're Colin, you might not want to play that
Colin draws
the
Andromeda.
Camillio.
It looks like. Yeah. So Burning
Hmm.
Force, Andromeda, Floodstream, and then Apollo's
Hmm.
coming down. He has an Ice Shield in his hand, and I think a Ritual Fire as well. So again, Colin can attack because this Bodus would
Oh man,
just
yeah,
you know wreck his board. But
yeah,
he, he's
exactly.
just he's just gearing up for next turn. It seems like
That's
because
right.
his hand is very very defensive now. So he has the offense deployed, and we're just going to be looking to go in next turn. Thomas, on the other hand,
Hmm.
has a small snake offense and
Hmm.
with a ton of defense in his hand. So
Hmm. Let's see
yeah,
what he
his hand is
opts to
like
do.
basically purely all defense.
Spain 3. Wow. Okay. Sure. I mean, that's one way to remove the Apollodinos and bring your uh, Beldegor in trash, and that's a free
Yeah.
swing for him. So yeah, decides to go that route.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's a play. I mean, I
So
don't know if
now,
that's
yeah.
an ideal play, but
Hmm.
at least Apollo's not on the field. I mean, he does have Maduke in his hand already, so that's something Colin's got to really be mindful of. Is that how
Hmm.
quickly do you play here before your opponent gets to be able to have the cores to play Maduke?
Yeah, that's right.
Looks like we drew. Oh no, that's the Andromeda. He's thinking about Andromeda for no value, but I
Oh
don't
man,
know if
that
that's the
doesn't feel great.
play.
I'm sure he's thinking like, if I wait one more turn, I'm sure that's gonna give me some value. But at the same time, just leaving two spirits on board and not doing anything else is
Yeah.
quite tough as well.
Yes,
Is the
Ritual Fire in his
force
hand,
time the
but
charm?
he set Ice Shield.
Hmm. Yeah. And now
We got 5 cores
five
for
cores.
the
The
snake. Okay.
Viper.
Yep.
Hmm.
So Colin's probably going to read this one. I doubt he's played against this card much.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen it so far in this matchup. Am I right?
This is the first time we saw it
So
in this matchup, right?
yeah. So now Thomas
Yep.
is
There we
setting
go.
up to kind of yeah, setting up to make sure that whatever Colin decides to do in terms of attacking next turn, he can remove pieces from the board.
Yeah. So
Um,
Collins is just going to core up his spirits here.
yeah,
He needs to have at least 2 on everything, or else this Snake Man Bodus is going to.
yeah, but he can do that. Now, what he's gonna do is
Okay.
okay. So he paid 3 and then removed 3. That's
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was so much value. Um,
See what else he can do here.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that was really good
Thomas
value,
knows
and
that.
that was the
Yeah,
perfect time to kill the Snake Man too when it wasn't fully
yeah,
leveled up.
yeah, because the Snake Man, as we will call it from now on,
Yep.
um, removes 1 core only from level 2, right? So yeah,
The
he
Snake
was
Man,
on
yeah,
only level.
it's only when he's leveled. Yeah.
Oh, so he decides to play a Black Lance, seeing that burst set, which is
Black Lance into
interesting.
Shasnake. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Shaznik
so
might be one of the
he's keeping these
first few
spirits
times we've
small.
seen.
So if Colin can draw into a Burning Force, because I think that Snake is just a 3K, right?
It's a 2K right now.
2K. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't believe its first effect will proc
I
if
think
they're
it
both
will
destroyed
if
at
both
the same time.
spirits. I
Really?
don't know. There's some weird ruling.
Can we double check?
Well, I mean, they're both not dying at the same time anyway, right? Or
Yeah.
is he playing Burning Force? Oh, he is playing
I'm
Burning
not sure
Force.
about the
Yeah, no,
I guess it's
you
similar
would draw.
to the freeze tower. Yeah.
It's in the FAQ, but you
Oh
do
man.
draw.
2 burning forces for 4 spirits. That's just amazing for Colin. And now is feeling better in terms of going in and swing with the
Yeah,
Andromeda first, and then with the
now we can
Diablofosa.
try to put our opponent to 1, which is why I think Colin
Hmm.
is attacking here.
Yeah.
Kind of forces the defense. You're like, okay, like if you have Beldegor now, not a big deal. I'm just going to try to put you to
Mm-hmm.
1.
Might need to use a flood stream for 5. Yeah.
Yep.
That was 5,
It's
right?
going to
Yep.
flood that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
I mean, that works for now for Thomas, but a clear board, no nexus,
Yeah.
pretty big hand and quite
So,
a few cores,
so
but
he's probably going to start this turn with Beldegor. I mean, that's a
yeah,
good way to start.
for sure.
Colin, not I don't know what his burst is. I'm pretty sure Colin's burst is Ice Shield that he set like very early.
Hmm.
We go Beldegor into another
And
Black Lance.
another black lance. We'll draw 2 cards. But
So
man, now
Thomas
he's
has
too
man, that he just
what
drew
was that?
a Deadly Balance, which is
Hmm.
uh, pretty good here. I
Hmm.
I I guess you don't have to play it right away, but that seemed like a really good time to play it. Just guaranteeing that you
Yeah,
kill
because
Andromeda.
yeah. How many cards
Because now
does Colin
Colin,
have in hand?
like 5, I think. Yeah, because
Yeah,
Colin can core up this Andromeda now and give it confront, and if he
and
plays any other
confront.
spirit in his hand, he can just you know start confronting his board. Oh man, see that's brutal.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, Thomas definitely should have
That's
played that Deadly Balance. I think.
yeah, that's a big punish from Colin. Um, I mean, I guess now
Yeah, see now this has
you
confront, and so
block,
Thomas has to either Deadly Balance
obviously. Yeah.
now, or I guess you can wait and see what you
I
draw.
don't
But
I think you wait because if you
yeah,
have to block, so that attack is not going to life. And if you do deadly balance, then he could just
wow, is he
maybe
going to
decide
core drain?
the other Andromeda.
What is he going to
Does he
do
have
here?
another equation?
I mean, he pulled core drain to the top, but that seems.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess you can core drain the one with confront, but like you can't kill it.
Core Drain doesn't do doesn't remove in flash. So Core Drain does BP bump in flash, right?
Or core theft. Sorry,
Um,
not.
oh, it
Yeah, he has
is
core
core
theft.
theft. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
he was considering core theft.
So but there's a no flash and a volcanic break.
Yep. Tom decides to break
So
the Black Lance, and now
yeah,
Tom's
so
probably going to core theft now.
yeah, so confront is not as attacking directly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you don't
You
skip
start
the
with the
first
Deadly
flash.
Balance,
Hmm.
and I guess he doesn't have enough to core theft now, so it looks like he's just going to have to go down to 1. Yeah.
Yeah. And he drew into another Viper, I think. Which is not bad because it
Yeah,
allows
it's not bad.
to attack directly.
Mm-hmm.
So for 3, we see a Dragonag Assassin. I think that's a store champ. And there's a Viper. So it's 3 and 5, yeah? Viper.
Yeah. Yep. See how he attacks here.
So
I know he's
now,
going to kill this Andromeda. It's like, which one do you kill it with, though, is the question.
So I guess it's hard to see, but I believe Dragonaga Assassin has 3 cores, so could swing, destroy
Yeah. Well,
the
how many cores does the Viper have? Because the Viper can't do it. Okay, he has at least level 2. Okay.
yeah, it's level 2.
Yep. So he's
It's gonna
sending
draw a
the
card.
draw a card and send the Dragonaga into the
Yep.
Andromeda. Let's see what. And Colin's out of cores for the
Oh,
most part, so
yeah, exactly. It cannot play that Torn Prison.
right.
But it
But
still
Tom
has it
has to
for next
pass.
turn,
Like,
and
yeah, I mean, he's still not in great shape if Colin can just get any action here. I know Colin's hand's very, very defensive, but
mm.
if he can
Does he
get some
have a
action
spirit,
here,
Colin?
I don't know, but like Apollodinos would be great here, right?
Yeah,
Let's see what.
that's
So you have another
6.
Andromeda. They pay 6. Yeah,
What
he has
is
another
that?
Andromeda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he can play it and give it confront.
Or he can just play Torn Prison.
He could, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, we've seen more Andromedas in these two
Uh,
games than in the
yeah,
whole Battlesphere
like
career.
playing
But
a
he
Thorn Prison.
decides to
Yeah, I
confront.
don't think Colin's gone for the Thorn Prison play
Or
because
maybe not.
that opens him up to like
A deadly
core
balance.
theft
Yeah,
pretty
you can't
badly.
do that
Yeah,
actually.
and deadly balance.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Especially
Tom's hand
against
is
purple,
Maduke,
like one
Rotting
thing.
Swamp. Didn't see what else he had. He has Maduke, Rotting Swamp. I think he has a core theft. That's what he
What's
tried to
that?
play it. Yeah. There's the core theft. Okay,
No way.
so he
Oh,
can
he's
do it
just leveling
for
it down. Yeah,
4.
he's
Yeah, yeah. 4 cards is enough because it shrinks the Andromeda down to a 4K.
yeah. That's fine. I thought he had enough to just pitch his whole hand, but yeah, that works as well. I mean, it was tough to
I
look
think
at, but
he
not a
kept.
bad
I didn't see what he kept. Did he keep
mid-duke, I
Maduke
think.
and
Yeah.
he,
Oh,
yeah,
and
it
found a
doesn't see it.
Botis. That's probably what he wanted to see, at least like a spirit
Yeah.
and being forecast, like
And then we got
can
three,
trigger the Beldegor.
six from a Duke with 1. Okay. So now
Yeah, can we
Tom is
double
out of
check?
cards. He's at 1 life. He can attack because then he just gets destroyed by Thorn Prison. So let's
Yeah,
see what. So Colin right now has to figure out how to win this game because with this
yeah.
Meduke can play, it's going to make it pretty difficult. He has Thorn Prison,
So
Dream
what can we?
Bomb, Thorn Prison,
Does he
Dream
have a
Bomb,
spirit?
Floodstream. The card on the far left is
No.
Apollo. Yeah, yeah. He has
Oh, yeah, it
Apollo,
is Apollo. What
but
did he
you
draw this turn?
he drew the Apollo, I think.
Ah, yeah, I think so. That's pretty good. Still gonna cost 5.
Yeah,
And then you have
well,
to
like
think if you're
he's
Colin.
one core short from winning this turn because he could play Apollo,
Hmm.
uh, put 1 core on it, and
Yep.
then use 4 to
Swing.
Thorn Prison. Well, use 5 to Floodstream, like that 4 drop,
Yeah.
which is what he's doing now. Yeah,
So obviously he does it now to avoid
and then
the Beldegor.
he's going to pass because he doesn't want to get this Apollo killed. But if Tom doesn't
Yeah.
draw anything, Colin can win next turn.
Hmm. Oh, my mistake. So we want to see what Thomas does with that Duke, I think, now. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
Colin is being very patient.
Yep. And Tom played that correctly.
And
Like you don't want to walk right
yeah,
into like a Thorn Prison. So now Colin
yeah,
needs a second
that's right.
spirit.
But we know that Colin has. Do we know what Thomas drew on the top?
I do not know what's in Thomas's hand right now. He has
Hmm.
1 card. I don't know what it is. It's
It's
obviously
not a
not a
spirit.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has 5 cores just hanging
So
there, I guess, in
for
reserve.
okay, so Colin's gone for the play
Yeah.
now. All right,
Yeah.
Apollo. Gonna
Oh
go with
man, that's an ice
that.
shield. He drew an ice
Oh,
shield. Um,
oh, he's at
yeah,
1. Okay. Yep.
yeah, is that one?
So game 2 goes to
That
Colin.
works.
I feel like, I
Yep.
mean, thinking about that game, I feel like Colin played that game uh, considerably better than he did game 1. Uh, on the other side, I think Thomas uh, maybe played a little loose, played
Hmm.
right into Burning Force a few times, but
Yeah.
that was well played by Colin there.
100%. I mean, I agree. I think Tom could have try and play around those 4 burning forces that Colin has in
Hmm.
his deck and the ritual fire. So he really put himself in a very dangerous spot and he got punished. But at the same time, I mean, he didn't have many more options. Like, if you stay with 1 spirit on board, you give so much space to your opponent. So
Yeah,
it seemed like not having that rotting swamp down kind of jeopardized the whole game plan of Thomas. So we'll see if he will find it in game 3.
yeah. So, both players sideboarded roughly how we expected. I
Hmm.
wasn't sure if Thomas would put in the Floodstream or not, but of course we saw that he did. Um, I didn't see Curse Dragon or Baculus, so I don't think he went with that plan. But
Hmm.
he probably just went with Floodstream, Thorn Prison, and Deadly Balance. I don't know what he cut, but like the counter curse maybe doesn't really do anything here.
Hmm.
Um, and then on the other side with Colin,
Hmm.
we saw the flood stream from him. We saw Dream Bomb, so he probably put that in, and we saw Ritual Fire. So it wasn't really any surprises. I'm just not sure what they cut out. Colin probably cut the double heart, but
Yeah.
that
I have a
that played
silly
out how you
question here.
expected. Yep.
Hmm. My silly question is there a universe where you're Colin and you say, this Camilla Whip might not be great because he is citing the flood streams. So
No,
maybe
I
I
mean,
side out the
I,
Camilla Whip
I don't think
and
you're
put
ever
my
cutting whip here.
nah.
I mean, because it,
Hmm.
it it does so much to stop the curse guys.
Yeah.
I really haven't tested against the snake deck, so I could be wrong. I mean, maybe they're cutting
Hmm.
it, but I think that the chameleon is still extremely good, even with the
Yeah.
danger of Floodstream, because Tom only
And
has,
Valdegor, yeah.
I mean, he just has two Floodstreams. I mean, I don't think you cut a card that good just to play around two Floodstreams, right?
Hmm.
So
No, I agree. And I think we're ready to go here with
yeah,
Dragonaga
and
on
of course
turn one.
Tom
And we
on
see
the
a
play and
cannon.
starts with his best possible draw. So
Yeah.
this is a good start for Thomas. Draws the Rotting Swamps.
Yeah.
Kind of okay. So this is looking a lot like game one. So
Yeah.
we'll see how he decides to play it this time.
Yeah, because last time he decided to play a Rotting Swamp and not attack, but this time I think he's going a bit more aggressive. Maybe he's trying a different thing. Maybe he knows that it's game 3, 13 minutes to go, but this is what he is opting for. And is
Yeah.
attacking with both spirits.
So Colin has Burning Force, but doesn't have Floodstream, so he can't right now effectively deal with this Dragonaga Assassin. So that's
Mm-mm.
definitely a problem. Uh, Discarding Thorn
Torn
Prison,
prison.
which that's interesting. But I
Yeah,
guess he
especially
feels like
after you.
yeah. Well, I mean, he probably feels like he needs his cores to do more proactive plays.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
Bearded Eagle's coming down for 2, and we're going to make it a 7K and then some.
Yep.
Let's see. And I think he
What would
might just
follow up? I
pass
mean,
here. But
Ritual Fire here would be so good.
yeah, his hand looks like it's bur- Burning Force, another Thorn Prison.
Yep.
Uh, I don't know what the other two cards are.
Yeah,
Two
so for
Burning
2,
Forces,
probably a
maybe?
Rotting Swamp. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has a bunch of Burning Forces in his hand, I think.
He has a not yeah 2 Burning Force, another Turn Prison,
Yeah,
but Thomas
but
did play a Rotting
I,
Swamp.
I know that Colin does not want to, but I feel like you have to block this Dragonaga Assassin. I mean, I don't know how you're ever dealing with it. Like, you can't
Yeah,
just keep letting Thomas draw card after card after card every turn.
the problem here is that I think that's an Apollodinos, but there's not any other spirit, I think. But
So
yeah,
Colin is
well,
just going to
so
Burning
he's
Force here, I guess, right?
uh
So
I think
Thomas
Thomas
stops
has
him.
different
Yeah.
plans. He's gonna deadly balance.
Wow, he actually put his Dragonog Assassin down to
Wow, he's
4.
just going full gas. I mean,
Okay, so
he's
I mean,
drawing a
now
card
Colin
from
definitely just Burning Forces, right? I mean, sure, you give Thomas
hmm,
another card, but
yeah, you have to. Because I mean he's at
I,
2
I mean,
already and you cannot go to
I,
1.
I'm I don't know. I mean, I feel like I know those cards just replace themselves because of the
Yeah.
rotting swamp, but like Thomas just sacrificed this whole board for no reason. I mean,
Yeah.
that eagle was dying anyway.
No, I mean the moment where I see Colin not blocking my assassin, I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
thrilled. Like
care.
I'm
Like
doing jumping
yeah,
jacks and in my head, like the moment that assassin is hitting. Like
yeah.
so to
So
just
there was no
destroy it for no
reason.
reason.
But now, I mean, even though that
I mean,
happened,
Thomas does have a
uh,
phone book in his hand, so like there is a lot to say
yeah,
for that. But like it's just
and Colin goes in with a Apollodinos, keeping the Dynaman up, which is your favorite play, right, John?
yep. Okay,
So we see
so
two Shot Snake.
yeah, so these are getting burning forest for sure, but it's just
But look at
how many
this.
forces does he have left? Man, he's just gone in, man. He might have enough
Yeah,
to win
yeah.
this
Oh
turn.
my God, there's so many cards about to be drawn
Uh,
here.
Poor
Um,
Colin, just getting buried in cards here.
mm,
Burning Forest is going to draw Tom 2 cards plus the Shasnakes. I mean, he's going to draw like
mm.
4 cards off this Burning Forest.
Yeah, so that Camelot Knight is swinging for I think it's 1K.
Yeah, 1K, and it has the Silk
And
Ore.
yeah. So now, how do you play that Burning Forest, John? Because
I mean,
I mean,
you don't
you
have a
need
lot of
to
great
if
ways to play it.
yeah, because if you not get the two snakes, there's yet another bunch of cards that Thomas gets. So if you
Yeah,
think, let me
because
take the
each
Camelot Knight, but the
yeah,
Shell
I
Snake
mean,
has
no
curse as
matter
well.
how you do this Burning Forest, your opponent is going to draw 1, 2, 3 cards guaranteed
Yeah.
minimum. I mean, if you kill the 2 Shasnakes, then your opponent draws 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So it's just I don't see any really good ways to play
Mm.
it. I mean,
Uh,
do you just kill the Camelot and 1 Shasnake? Your opponent draws 3 cards.
hmm.
No, just
So
decides to
he
take it.
decided to take one. So I
Yeah,
guess now he can Burning
yeah,
Force
yeah. Now you just Burning
and
Force
keep
snakes,
everything.
and your opponent draws four
Hmm.
cards. Like, I guess
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So Colin's just doing it this way. Like, he's
Yeah.
blocking. He's going to go ahead and Burning Force. So
Paying
everything in
3,
Thomas's field is going to be destroyed, but he's going to draw uh
2,
like
3, 4.
6,000 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So four
That's
from
what I.
that.
And yeah, I believe that's correct because
Yeah.
there's one
Yeah.
instance. So
Yep.
both
Correct.
Rotting Swamp trigger and both Shah Snakes trigger.
Yeah.
Wow, man, look at that hand! Like it's stacked.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
I thought he was going to Burning Force the Camelot Knight and just block the Shasnake, but he did it that way. Still fine. I mean, you can't stop your opponent from drawing like half
mm,
his deck that turn.
no, but going under 2, it's it's kind of saying, "Hey, I don't have Ice Shield. I don't count on finding it. If I find it, I'll play it from hand. But I
Yep.
kind of don't want to find it at this point. I need other stuff to deal with this." But I mean, Thomas has found probably his best turn 1 and turn 2, like with that. Even if he decided to nuke his own board to
Yeah.
deal with that eagle and draw cards, he kind of got rewarded. So now Colin is thinking what to discard from the Canyon, and he opts for a Dinoman.
See what he does here. I mean, I don't. He he
There's
really
an
needs
eagle
Ice
coming
Shield.
down.
I mean, I know that's obvious that he needs Ice Shield, but
Yeah.
like just the ability to play it from hand would be giant right now. So Dino
For
Man's
4,
attacking, and we're
beam
throwing pistol.
rifle.
Okay,
Uh, okay.
so this is surely game over. I mean, Colin doesn't have anything. He's at 1. Tom's got half his
Yeah.
deck in his hand. and like an arsenal of cores to work with. So
Hmm.
I don't think that there's no
How
lifelines
can
left for Colin.
Thomas? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
no
he
no
has
burst set, so
essentially.
you have no fear of Star Blast. So we're just going in
Yeah,
here.
we're Sun Beldegor, and then for 2, that's a Lamorak.
Yeah, this is surely enough. I mean, all Colin has in hand's Burning Force, and these guys are, as long as they're big enough, we're good.
Yep,
Yep.
and that's it.
So there you go.
Thomas,
Thomas Calder takes it 2-1 over Colin and moves on to the top
hmm,
4. And
that's right.
it looks like, let's see. Yeah, looks like this is the last match. So we are going to take just a quick 3-minute break and be back here for the top 4 in just a minute. And we'll see you guys then.
That's right. See you